Dada, we'd love to take this interview on. We can chat with Ricky for hours to come, but then we're heading towards the end of this interview. I have two questions which have come in from our fans. We've got this Ask Dada contest that's playing on headlines today. Two fans have sent in questions. I want to take the first question. This lucky fan is going to get a bat signed by Saurav Ganguly. Hiren wants to know from you, Ricky, about Sachin Tendulkar walking back to the pavilion after he snicked a ball and you choosing not to do so. He says, as such a big legend of the game, should you also not be setting an example to youngsters by walking back? He wants to know from you why you didn't do so and what you think of Sachin's decision to walk back.
Look, I've never known Sachin to be someone that walks all the time. So I'm not sure why he chose to walk the other day. I mean, the fact of the matter with mine was that I was actually given not out by the umpire. So, as I've always played my cricket, if I get a nick behind to the keeper, then I'll stand there until the umpire makes his decision, which is what I did the other day. So, you know, I was given not out, and as Saurav would back me up there, you know, you wait. Well, I've always played the game to wait until the umpire makes his decision. So, that's what I did. I'm pretty sure that if Sachin had looked up the other day and noticed that the umpire was giving him not out, then I'm not sure he would have walked either. So, look, that's the game. That's the game that I've always played. I've always played that way, and I don't think I'll ever change. That's
a very interesting point you make, and I want Saurav's thoughts on this, because Sachin has batted for long with you. He's not usually the sort of player who walks back. Did he not know, as Ponting suggests, that maybe the umpire had not given him out? Do you think this is the new Tendulkar who, you know, who statesman-like walks out when he's nicked it and he knows that?
Well, we'll have to wait and see in the future games if he does that again. Sometimes as a batsman you don't realize that the batsman has not given you out. You nick it so hard that you probably start walking. But Sachin has never done that in the past, let's be honest, and he shouldn't, because there have been times when he's been given out and he was not out. So ultimately at the end of the career it balances. I think it's fair for everyone to wait for the umpire's decision, and including Sachin Tendulkar, because it could be a big game. India 100 for 3, Tendulkar batting on 55. He's holding the key to India's success in a big game. I would really not want him to walk unless and until the umpire has given him out, because there has been days when he hasn't nicked it, he's been given out. When he's been given LBW, we've seen so many times on television when he's not been out. So he needs to just stick to the umpire's decision. But whether he does that consistently, we'll have to wait and see in the future.
All right. Thank you very much, Ricky Ponting, for joining us on this special edition of Captain's Corner. Thanks very much to Saurav Ganguly as well. We know you're out of form. That's a very bad thing from India's perspective, because the world knows what Ricky Ponting can do if the form comes back. And the last thing any Indian fan would want is that Ricky Ponting turns it on against India, as he has done so often in the very past. But we're wishing you all the very best. We're hoping for a cracker of a game. That's what India and Australia has been all about over the last few years. High voltage clashes. Ricky, your chances, before I let you go, on a scale of 1 to 100, India, Australia, what do you think?
What do I think? What do I think the chances are?
Yes.
I'd like to think that if we play our absolute best cricket, that you're going to see a very entertaining game of cricket. I've never been one for making predictions on games, but you know, as I said when we arrived here, I'm very proud of the record that we've got in World Cups. I'm very proud of the record that we've got in the subcontinent as far as our one-day cricket's concerned as well. And I honestly feel that if we play our best, that we're going to be very hard to beat.
Dada, on a scale of 1 to 100, your sense of how it stands right now?
I think it's a 50-50 game.
Oh, come on, Dada. You can do better than that. That's so diplomatic.
But no. I actually feel it's a 50-50 game in Ahmedabad on the 24th. But at the same time, I just hope India wins.
Well, it's the world's best team versus the world's second best team. This would have been fit for the World Cup finals. It's happening in the quarterfinals, and we look forward to a great clash. Ricky Ponting joining us from Ahmedabad and Saurav Ganguly joining us from Kolkata. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for a fantastic interview. Great fun having the two of you. Let's hope we see a great match. From the perspective of all Indian fans, let's hope it's a great match and India wins in the end. But for the moment, Ricky Ponting and Ganguly, thank you very much.